37F. Seriously considering ending my engagement and relationship to my fiancé. 36M. I went out with my fiancé on Valentine's Day. My gift was going to this thing called Martini Wars. I think it was something on Eventbrite he found last minute. It was a battle between bartenders, and as you can imagine, a lot of drinking. Things were going fine until the ride home. In the Uber, his tongue was hanging out of his mouth, his eyes were rolling back, head bobbing back and forth. I was afraid he was going to vomit in the car, so I kept the windows down and tried to comfort him. We made it home fine, but then he became very obstinate. He refused to listen, he was still borderline sick, so I kept telling him to move to the toilet. He wouldn't budge from the spot in the bathroom he was, and vomited all over the floor. I became upset at how unnecessarily defiant he was being. But then at some point, he became angry and showed me a side I've never seen from him in the 5 years I've known him. He began screaming at me and didn't back down. I was in an abusive relationship before, and it triggered the worst memory of that relationship. I begged and pleaded with him to stop yelling, and he didn't. At some point, he left the room, and I took the opportunity to get a hotel that night. I woke up in the hotel to a text message of his, saying that he didn't remember anything, but he was very sorry. I stayed away from him all this weekend, but since he's returned home, he's done nothing to make amends for his transgressions. I told him the engagement was off, he accepted it. He avoids me around the house, doesn't try to connect with me. I guess the worst part is Wednesday nights are supposed to be date nights. Yesterday, he told me he was going out with his boy and asked if I wanted to go. I feel like he doesn't even care how much he hurt me, and he doesn't even want to fight for the relationship. I know I'm coming to this with one side. I'm wondering if there is any salvaging this relationship. If you were in his shoes, what steps would you be taking to show you were serious about the fact that you hurt your fiancé?